Yuji has a strong soul, even more powerful than Sukuna's, allowing him to put the King of Curses in a cage rather than a vessel, which Sukuna admits himself. But what makes Yuji have the strongest soul that allows him to reach beyond special grade, just like Satoru Gojo believed? Well, for one, we are told that sorcery involves understanding that the mind, body, and soul are all interconnected as one. Luckily for Yuji, he understood this idea instantly by chapter 37, and on top of that, because he was a vessel, he could already see the contours of a soul. He could hit them directly, unlike every other sorcerer. This is extremely important, as Mahito revealed that souls cannot be protected unless the person truly understands it or they subconsciously use curse energy to protect it. In fact, I can prove that Yuji's soul is extremely strong, because in chapter 128, Mahito literally gives us the power scaling. He states, I'd say Itadori's soul is about 10%, Todo's is at full health, and I'm at 40%. Isn't that insane? Yuji Itadori, at 10% of his soul strength, was able to defeat Mahito, who was a special grade. This means 10% of Yuji's soul is equivalent to 100% of other characters because it's so strong. But that's not all, ladies and gentlemen. Mahito revealed another secret. Black Flash holds the ultimate power to go up against Sukuna, as Gojo's version actually knocked him out. And by facing Mahito, Yuji perfected the ability to directly hurt the soul, which makes it even stronger. However, Black Flash has a second amazing power for Yuji to perfect, and that is to completely understand the true essence of his soul. In chapter 127, Mahito claims he wants to perform Black Flash again. This is so he can understand himself, and when he eventually does in chapter 130, he evolves, claiming it was thanks to it. However, since Yuji is blessed by the spark of black, despite there not being a single sorcerer who can use it at will, he is so amazing that he makes you think he is. From the very beginning, the story has been set up for Yuji to break the Black Flash record. Currently, he's tied with Nanami with 4, but with Yuji's understanding of curse energy evolving further, it will be broken against Sukuna. This is because Yuji acts like a natural calamity, which is why Kenjaku stated in chapter 203 that as long as Yuji and Sukuna coexist, the cycle of curses will never end. However, the reason I believe Sukuna finds Yuji boring and hates him is because of the wasted potential and the belief of thinking like a cog, when Yuji clearly isn't. He's the bloody whole machine! Gojo and Sukuna both believe sorcery is a selfish sport. In fact, special grade rankings in the future won't be needed anymore, as those traditional ways of scaling sorcerers will become redundant in front of their overwhelming power. But Yuji's cog mentality holds him back. But not anymore. This brings me to chapter 214, when Yuji promises Sukuna to make him stifle his misery, after reconfirming his belief that Sukuna is a curse. Obviously, this cannot occur without strength, as nothing can change by the week. Just like Sukuna stated, it will only lead to a path of destruction. Satoru Gojo was the idea of having everything, but was unable to achieve anything. That was because he used sorcery for himself rather than to protect others. On the other hand, Yuji's entire purpose is protection. He uses sorcery to give others a good death and is willing to sacrifice himself for it. This was highlighted as early as chapter 2, when Yuji tells Gojo that he knows how he will die, as he thinks about his grandpa's last request to help people because of his strength and to be surrounded by people that love him. Now, to enjoy more peak fiction, watch this video regarding Yuji Itadori gaining Sukuna's powers. We explain how he changes people's memories and became a demon god.